Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and before we get started, let's get today's shout out of the way. Today's shout out goes to Brian Salas. Brian was first to say first in one of my recent videos and thus wins this shout out, so congratulations. Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and I have a interesting new drone for you to review today. This is the Eachine E511 folding drone. By its name, folding drone, it is a folding drone. But what's special about it? Why am I interested in reviewing this? It doesn't have GPS. It doesn't have optical flow either. It's just another Wi-Fi flyer, 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi flyer to be exact, which means you can use it with most phones. But why would I be interested? Well, it supposedly has a 1080p HD camera. And 1080p HD camera, that records to a microSD card. So you can avoid all that Wi-Fi lag, or actually Wi-Fi frame dropping that you normally see with a Wi-Fi flyer. Additionally, it has a 7.4 volt 1200 milliamp hour battery. That's a big battery, folks. That's capable of running this for 17 minutes. Let's take a look at it, actually. Let's open it up and show it to you. Okay, again, it's a folding drone. You just open the arms like so. Bring the back one forward. And that one forward. Or outboard. And that one outboard. Now, this is a bigger drone than you'd normally see in this toy grade. Okay, this is quite a somewhat bigger drone. I'd say about 1.5, 2 times bigger than most other toy drones out there. With that in mind, this is powered by quite large 1020 motors. They are brushed motors, not brushless, but they're 1020 size motors, so they should give it enough oomph to lift this big thing. Now, this big thing weighs about 270 grams. Well, about 136 grams by itself, but this battery, this huge battery that it's got, the 7.4 volt 1200 milliamp hour battery, adds quite a bit of weight. So this thing's about 266 or 270 grams with the battery installed. So it's not a lightweight drone by any means. It is charged. I forgot to show you that. It is charged through a balance port. And they give you a balance port charger, a toy grade balance port charger that you can charge this with. So if you got a better balance port charger like a Charsoon, that's what I used, folks. So to charge this particular drone. Other things that you get in the box, you get 6 spare propellers, one full spare set plus 2 more just in case. So that's nice of them to send it to you with that. I believe this is available in 1, 2, and 3 battery versions, so you can buy this with spare batteries. And being that this is a huge battery and an unusual battery, I would recommend considering maybe buying the 2 battery version at least to get you that spare battery to keep you flying if you want to do such. But again, that single battery supposedly gives you 17 minutes of flight time. Now, other things about it, again, it has a 1080p HD camera on the front that can be swiveled up or down manually before flight. You can point it downward all the way, well, about 80 degrees down and about 10 degrees up if you wish. So you can, it has some room of travel there. Now again, I mentioned it records to a microSD card, and there's my microSD card already inserted, ready for today's flight. And it's got these very bright LEDs on the light here to help you with orientation. You just turn the drone until you see those LEDs and you know it's pointed toward you, and then you can push forward to bring it back to you. So, but again, this does not have any GPS in it, and it does not have optical flow that you normally see in today's drones. Other things, you get a set of prop guards. I forgot to mention that, but again, you only use prop guards, folks, indoors. Okay, if you're flying indoors, so to prevent the drone from bumping into people, your pets, or furniture. Don't take them outdoors, because these act like sails in the wind, and also will hook onto tree branches in case you land in a tree, and your drone will be stuck up there forever. Okay, so that is the Eachine E511. Let's take it outside and take it for a flight and see how it performs. Hope you enjoy this flight. Okay, we are at my local flying field here, and the mountains around the area are just coated with snow. It's beautiful today. We had a huge storm go through here the past couple of days. Wasn't able to fly, but I'm ready to fly now. And this is the Eachine FPV app, available on Google Play and iTunes, and we're going to hit play. And we should have FPV view. Now, I have a problem with this particular drone. This drone has 1080p camera, and I don't think this app is suitable for viewing 1080p video. They're going to need to update this app. However, it can still record 1080p video to that microSD card, and I'm going to start the recording right now. Camera should be recording, and let me stop the camera and start it again just to make sure. Now we are going to start the motors, I believe, by bringing the sticks down and inboard. Down and out starts them up. And then we're going to hit the automatic takeoff button and go up higher. Now remember, this is a manual flyer, so we're going to have to fly this manually. Boy, that's a big bird though. It is. Let me bring it in closer. I want to show you this. This is a huge bird. Huge drone. You know, it's not a tiny thing. Oh, now the FPV video is looking fine out here. Sometimes it looks bad, but sometimes it's not. On my video screen, that is. Okay, now keep in mind, again, this is flown manually. There is no GPS on this. So let's go up higher. Go upwind also. And higher. Because I want to go there, and then I'm going to plop it and then rotate. Show the area. Boy, there's a lot of wind up there. I better come back. Push it forward even more. Going forward even more. Over there. And then rotating. There's our school. Our local schools. Our tennis courts. Here comes a raven. Hello, Mr. Raven. I ain't going to chase you today. He's coming over to see what I'm doing. And actually it looks pretty good on my screen, you know, the squiggly lines, but again, I think the issue is that it's a 1080p camera for a 720p video app, FPV app. I don't think they've updated the app to recognize 720 or 1080p. And this camera does look rather nice on my screen. So let's come down, lower, and get in the screen. Get in the picture, come up to it, get closer. That's a wide angle lens on this thing. I can see that right now. Very wide angle. But I want to say, how do you like my shirt today, folks? So, we got that done. Right now, let's sync this up again. I'm going to use this to sync up the videos. But I want to stop the video. And let's try taking a photo, some photos. Bringing it up real close, and photo, and photo, and photo, and photo. And starting video camera back up again, syncing up the screen, and let's see how this thing performs. Okay, let's go to higher rate. Third rate, let's see how this thing flies. Highest rate. Wow, okay. Oh yeah. How about a flip? Okay, the flip button. Okay, the flip button's working. I didn't show you these buttons, by the way, folks. On the right side, the forward button on the right side is for rates, and the back button is for flips, and if you hold it down, it's emergency stop, so be careful with that back button. The left buttons, the forward button on the left side is for headless mode, while the back button is for one key return. And this is the wind blowing it back. We do have a wind today. So actually, this is actually a good flyer. I'm surprised, actually. There we go. This is a real good flyer. But it's a camera bird. So let's show that camera one more time. Let's go back up again. Show our mountains. Our local mountains. Right about there. Covered in snow, but there's a wide-angle lens, so you're not seeing much of those mountains with that wide-angle lens. But let's go back upwind one more time. Right about there. And show them and rotate. Rotating around the area, showing the area. Coming overhead. And starting the descent again. Coming back on. Now that huge battery, 17 minutes flight time, maybe, we'll find out, but that's a huge battery in that thing. But this is also a heavy bird at the same time. It's over 250 grams with that battery. And did I lose signal? I lost signal and I got to regain it again to get the video back. I think. I hope I can regain that signal. Let's try to do this such. I am going to land the drone because I need to stop the video. So make sure it records. So let's land the drone. And while it's landed, while it's on the ground, I'm going to try to stop this video by first pressing the video stop button. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to go back into the Wi-Fi and see if I can reconnect. Hold on. Okay, to reconnect, I had to restart the drone. So keep that in mind, folks. Keep your drone in close while you're flying here. Otherwise, if you lose connection, it can be a little bit difficult to regain connection with the drone again, requiring you to restart it to get video again. Okay, I am recording again. Let's start the motors again, down and out, I believe. And let's try manual takeoff this time. And turning it toward me, and seeing its video, and syncing up the video. That's how I sync it up. So, okay, for the rest of the flight, let's just show its camera. Now that battery power, I looked at the lights on top there, and it still was showing four dots. And I've been flying for quite a while, so this is kind of surprising how much flight time you get. We're going to keep it in low rate for the remainder of the flight since we're demonstrating the camera. But we don't want to go too far away though. Just showing the camera, flying it. I'm going to fly gentle now instead of as a sport drone because I want to show the camera. I'm going upwind slowly and reducing the pitch and turning the camera around as we fly around the area. So if this is actually recording in 1080p, it appears to be a true 1080p camera. I hope it is. But that's the big advance I'm expecting in 2019 is these drones makers start putting real 1080p cameras, not interpolated ones. And what I mean by interpolated is that you put like a 720p sensor in their drone and they claim that it's 10, and then they use software to increase the resolution of the video to 1080p resolution, but it's coming from a 720p camera, so your 1080p is only as good as the original sensor. Now, if they put real 1080p sensors in these drones, and that's what I'm hoping this has, that is a game changer. That's something new for the toy grade drones, at least, to have a real 1080p sensor. So all in all, so far it looks like good video, on my screen at least. We'll find out in post-production here what the 1080p looks like, the real 1080p. Boy, that's a big drone. Let's bring it down lower. Let's take a look at the top here of this drone. How many lights do we got? We still got 4 lights. So I'm not sure that these lights are actually telling you how much battery power is left, because we've been flying for quite some time here. But maybe it's true. Maybe that really does fly for 17 minutes, because we have been flying quite some time. Going back upwind again. Let's take the camera and point it this way now. Gotta go back upwind again. That wind is picking up here. And again, this is a manual flyer, no GPS, no optical flow sensor to hold it steady for you. You gotta manually fly this. Well, although it does have altitude hold and headless mode if you need that. It's got both of those features. Let's see if I can hold it in the wind by tilting it to the right and then tilting it backwards, tilting it to the left. I'm manually flying this, folks, trying to manually keep it in position with this wind. But the screen does look good. And I'm not seeing those squiggly lines like, oh, there they go. There they are again. Again, I've got a feeling that those squiggly lines on the screen are being caused by this 1080p camera or 1080p image being sent to an app that's set up for 720p video. But, yeah, this is working quite nicely. At least the video looks good. Let's bring it down. I hope that video took. Let's go upwind. Then I'm going to point the drone toward my direction and let the wind blow it by me. Okay. Here's the wind. Let me get on this side. Then the wind stops, just as I said I'm going to do that. Going over here so the sun's in my face. And the wind stops. That's good. Now I can show the camera a little better. So big, long flying drone from Eachine with 1080p and a huge battery and a long flight time. However, again, it's manually flown. It's got altitude hold and headless mode, so if you need that for beginners, you got it. This would be suitable for beginners. There goes the wind pushing it now. And let's bring it closer again. And while I'm at it, let's stop that video so I can make sure I got that one. Golly, I lost the signal again. Does that mean I probably lost that video? Oh, that annoys me, folks. If I lost that video, I'll be very annoyed. But we are going to have to reboot it again, it looks like. Restart the quadcopter to regain signal again. That is unfortunate. That's one of the things about this that they want to probably look at. That is the signal. Losing a signal like that is a pain. Especially if you have to reboot it to regain the signal. See, it's still frozen. So hold on, we will reboot it, see if we can regain the signal. So, okay, I had to reboot it again to regain that signal. That needs to be fixed. That's annoying when that does that. And I probably lost my video. So we hit record again. Probably lost my video to that. Okay, I am not going to let it go downwind again. Every time it goes downwind, I lose the signal. It's probably because the antenna is on the back of this thing, as you can see there, but we'll go back up again. And I'm hoping I get some video this time. Again, we'll pipe it over here and rotate it to the left. Trying to hold it in place manually, showing the area. And rotating to the right. And rotating to the left, I mean. And rotating to the left, showing one more time the mountains. And let's stop that video right there. At least I know I got one video from this. I want to demonstrate that camera. Coming back over again. Starting up the camera one more time. And lowering the drone. But my goodness, this is a long flyer. Oh, there we go. Finally, we got some lights showing that we're getting low on battery power. I don't know if you can see that, folks, but there it is. Showing you the lights from the drone. So we know we're low battery. How about in the top of the drone? How about the light bar on the top of the drone? The light bar on the top of the drone is blinking, but there's still 4 lights on it. Let me see if you can see that. But see, so that light bar, all it does is flash when it's low battery. It doesn't reduce on low battery power.
Okay, I'm going to get back up in the camera again, sync it up one more time, and then stop the video. There we go. It actually landed it by itself on low battery. So that's the Eachine E511 1080p camera with a long flying big battery. It gives it long flying ability. The downside of this drone is you got to manually fly it. Doesn't have optical flow, doesn't have GPS. And the other downside is it's using 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, and its app and the connection, Wi-Fi connection, needs to be looked at. It doesn't automatically regain connection. You have to restart the drone to regain connection if it's lost, and then you have to restart the app too. So, you know, the app is kind of iffy. So, hope you enjoyed this flight. It's Quadcopter 101, signing out.
Hi, Quadcopter 101 here again. Hey, if you want to get your own shout out in one of my future videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel. It's real simple. Just go to my channel page and click on that subscribe. And also make sure to click that bell button right next to the subscribe button. That way you get notified when I release a brand new video immediately and give you a chance to get that first shout out. So give it a try, folks.